Hi everyone, and welcome to the Curious Cat Kitchen. So I thought today would be a great day for me to film something really short and quick to show you what I do when I have absolutely nothing in the house, as far as because I just came back from Medellin, so we got in. Our flight was delayed and it was super late when we got in yesterday. So yeah, I haven't had a chance to go grocery shopping, so this is what I have in the house and this is what I'm making. I always have noodles at home because I love noodles. Like I can eat noodles all the time if it wasn't, so much carbs, but I eat noodles all the time and I always keep noodles in the house because it's something quick, like for something like this. It's a pantry staple of mine always. And then I have some, got to put vinegar in it, but I have some kale that is almost going bad. It's not bad yet, that I have left. So that is washing in some vinegar and water. And I have frozen corn. I usually get these organic sweet corn from Trader Joe's. Not to have all the time, but again, something to keep in the freezer that you can make easily, quickly. And then I had these cut broccolis frozen as well. So frozen vegetables and fruits are always, I find, good to have on hand. Frozen fruits for smoothies. You can still get your nutrition and it's easy. It won't spoil. So I have those three veggies. Unfortunately, I don't have anything as far as like chickpeas or tofu, which I usually would add in when I'm doing a quick stir fry, like, when I don't feel like spending a lot of time cooking or we don't have a lot of time, I will just do a stir fry. Super simple, easiest thing to make. So I do also have some soup that I had left in the fridge that was made when I made wontons right before I left. So I'm trying to figure out whether I want like a sweet sauce, sweet stir fry. Like I have some gochujang. So I was going to do like a gochujang, soy, and maple type of sauce, or I was going to use the broth. So not sure on that yet. But we have these. It's not going to require a lot of cutting up. I do actually want to get, doesn't turn all the way, but I do also want to stir fry some onions and possibly some garlic. I'm also trying out this new camera. I'm sorry, I'm off screen for a bit. This new camera holder that I got that moves with you. So it follows me. But yeah, that's what we're going to go with today. So I just came back from Medellin and I absolutely loved it. Like, talk about foodie central. Oh my goodness, the food was so good there and so inexpensive. I will say, because the food there is so much more fresh. Oh, let me show you the onions that I'm cutting up. There we go. I'm just gonna cut some onions here. So as I talk, just want to get some on the pan. So yeah, all the food there, fruits, everything was just so fresh, and you taste the difference. And I'm telling you, ingredients make such a huge difference in a dish, and you don't even need too much flavor or anything, because the natural flavors of the ingredient just comes through, and you don't need much. It's delicious. And I did not, I know I told you guys that my vegan story or plant-based story, how I decided to stop, to eat plant-based, and what I do still eat. But when I was there, I did have Let's turn on the stove because we really don't have much else to prepare, just the onions, my garlic. Where did I put my garlic? Some garlic, and then the I'll put the noodles in. Oh, I must. I'm going to stand this way for the camera to move with me to see the garlic, the onions. I forgot what I was saying. But anyways, yeah, it was the food. So when I was there, I did eat chicken, and I had, because a lot of the stuff had cheese. I did try some of their stuff, their local stuff that had dairy, but honestly, I even tasted the milk. Like I wasn't having a lot of it, but because I didn't know how my stomach would handle it, but it was fine. And Sanaya had bought milk and just like tasted it. She wanted milk for her tea, and she was like, "Oh my God, it tasted different." And she compared the ingredients on like Publix whole milk compared to the carton of milk we had there, and it was vast difference in the the fat content, and I think sugar content. Like it was just different, and it was so much better. But I did, and I also was with my girls. I didn't want to deprive them of anything, of trying all the delicious food that was there, because I am a foodie at heart. But the two vegan restaurants that we went to, oh my goodness. Like, oh my goodness. I wish in Florida we had good vegan restaurants like they had there, because I would eat out more. I mean, I enjoy cooking. Don't get me wrong. I love to cook. Like I said, you know what ingredients you're putting in, but to be able to go out once in a while and have someone cook for me, and not having to cook myself and still have really, really good food, if not better than my own, is like, oh, it's a blessing. It's like, I was like, oh my God, I wish there were places like this here. Because most of the vegan places in South Florida and most of the vegan places, I wouldn't say in the US, that's too broad, but it's very unhealthy. It's a lot of fried stuff. Not to say that they didn't have fried stuff, they did, but there was like, it's a lot of oils used here. It's just not a healthy, like in most of the vegan places that are tasty that people do, it's like just like fast food but vegan. So I always say to people when they want to be vegan and for health reasons, and I'm like, vegan or plant-based does not always mean that it's healthy. Potato and fries are vegan. It's a vegetable, but it's not the healthiest food that you should eat every day. But the food there was so, like, there's this little cafe called Ginger Cochina. And it was a small little place owned by husband and wife. And the wife ran the floor. The husband was the chef, and he created the menu as well. Such sweet people, and their name makes up the name of the restaurant. Her name was Jeanette, and his name was Jermaine. So it was Jin for Jeanette and Jer for Jermaine. And that's how the name of the restaurant came up. And I was like, oh my God, that is so amazing. But their food was and my girls are not vegan by any means. And my oldest daughter is definitely a meat eater and a foodie, very much so. And she loved everything she ordered. And it was so much so that we were stuffed, but ordered one more of their baos to go with us back to the apartment, and their dessert, because it was just that good. It was absolutely, such good food. Like I said, if only we had food here. And it makes me want to step up my game. But I know a lot of their stuff. Like she was telling us the broth for the ramen, their best-selling ramen that they had there, had 21 ingredients, and it simmered for, like, it cooked for 6 hours. I want to say something like that. Like, that is serious. That do I even need to boil the water? So I was gonna boil the water for the noodles, but I think I'm just gonna put it in there to stir fry it. I need the water. So yeah, highly recommend the place if you've not been. Medellin, everything is super cheap. I got my hair did. I got my hair did for, I think this was like $20, including the hair. And we got tattoos. Mine is covered up right now, so I can't even show you. But we got tattoos, my oldest daughter and I, because again, really good price, great artists, a lot of places to choose from. So I highly, highly, highly recommend it. And the views, oh my goodness, such amazing mountain views. Like, I love the beach. I'm a beach person. I thought I was a beach person all the way. I'm just checking these because, like I said, they are on the verge of browning. Some might have, so I'm just picking out some pieces that are a little more brown. But yeah, I thought I was a beach person until I saw these views. Like, everywhere you went was just, you would see hills and greenery, or, like, you see houses on some of them, but just beautiful, beautiful, beautiful views that I was like, am I really, like, if I had to choose, would I choose mountain or beach? And if the mountain was like this, and then because it was so mountainous, you got different temperatures, depending on where you were going, where you were. Like, we went up to Guatapé, which when we were driving, it was up a hill. And then you come down a little bit, and I felt, so I'm putting the onions in. I felt the air getting cold. Like, at one point, because the windows are down, they don't use AC a lot in the cars. So at one point, I literally was like cold. The weather was cold. We got so high up, and then it got warmer as we went back down. But yeah, it's just like fresh mountain air. I don't know. That place literally has me thinking on where I want to live. And like I said, I would just love to travel and be a digital nomad and live different places. I can go by water for a year and then go by mountains for another year. That would be my dream, I would say. So, but yes, our flight was delayed, like I said, yesterday, for 5 hours. So we spent the whole day traveling, or not even traveling. We spent the whole day in the airport. We spent 12 hours, 13 hours traveling altogether by the time we got home. And from the time we left our apartment in Laureles to come home. So it was not a fun day. And it was jumping right back to work when I got home. So that wasn't too fun. So I have the onions. I'm gonna add the broccoli first. I'm gonna do the corn first to try it a bit. And I'll put it on with the onions. I don't know why. I'll do a little bit of corn. Not too much. So yes, it was a great trip, and fun was had by all. And fresh ingredients of all the food there, like you taste the freshness, and like I said, it's just a huge difference. I gorged. I actually could have gotten more because one of the bags of mangosteens that I got actually two of them were bad. So I was looking forward to, it was the last two, of course. But mangosteens, I don't know if you guys know what it is. It's become more popular, the fruit, I would say in the last 2 years when exotic tropical fruits and the health scene has gotten bigger, to know about the benefits of these different fruits. But mangosteen is a delicious fruit that I grew up on in Malaysia. They were really cheap to get, and it's like a really deep, dark purple, almost black looking, but it's a really deep purple round fruit with a green stem, but the leaves are hard. The stem is hard, and the leaves are shaped like round, like a, I'm drawing it like you see, but uh, a, round, hard flowers. And what you do is you break the top off, the stem and leaves, and then you just break it open with your hand. And the flesh inside is segments of white flesh, and it's a little bit tart, but it's sweet, and has a consistency of between like I don't even know what to compare it to because it's has a slight, I wouldn't say not slimy, but because it's not slimy, but like soft where you bite down, but then it has I can't describe it. I'm trying to, and I really can't describe what it tastes like, but look it up. It's called mangosteens. Mangosteen. A lot of great benefits of the fruit. Either I can't at the top of my head name those benefits, but I know because, like I said, I ate them growing up. So it wasn't I ate them because they were there and they were delicious. So it wasn't like I was eating them for the benefits. I just know that as of late, I have read a lot of benefits of having mangosteens. And then soursop. Oh my God. These are nice and chopped up. We went to a grocery store the first night. Yeah, this is definitely looking more like a stir fry than a soup. And they add a little bit of the soup in it just for some broth. So I forgot to add the garlic in. So I'm adding that in now. Soursop. We went to the supermarket and they had how we have cut fruits in a container. And I was like, oh my God. I was like, what's this? I saw it and I was like, is that soursop? It was $1. It was $1 for like one of those, I want to say 20-ounce containers, and it was half full, like our fruit containers, like that big. It was like filled 3/4 full for $1. When Sanaya and I one night got home from the store and was like, we're just gonna have a couple pieces of this. So why is it that her and I both like finished the one container when we were gonna eat it in the morning? And then we went back to the store because the store was like not even a 5-minute walk. It was like three 3.5 blocks down the street from where we were staying. So it was closed. So anytime we were out, the next time I went to the store, I just bought like 4 containers. I took all they had left of the soursop because it was good, it was fresh, and it was cheap. And you know, here it is definitely not cheap. What else did we have? Passion fruit. So I just sprinkled some salt. I'm going to do some white pepper as well. Passion fruit. Everything, I guess, you know, passion fruit is popular there. Maracuya. Sounds like a curse word. Maracuya. But passion fruit, we got, I don't even know how many was in the bag, but it was like a bag like this. It had to have been at least 20, if not 30 of them in there. And I was like, I think it was 18,000. So it was less than $5. It was like $4 and change, $4.50, something like that. And it was, you can see me. I forget this turns with me. I love it. So it was a bag for less than $5 of like 30 passion fruits. And here, one passion fruit is at least $2.50, if not more. So we gorged on that too. It was like 4 or 5 passion fruits a day per person. My youngest wasn't a fan, but Sanaya and I ate it up, and it was like passion fruit everything. So this, I put the gochujang. I'm gonna grab the soy and the maple syrup. I think, like I said, I'm gonna put some of that broth in there. That broth, I don't remember what was in it. I think it was miso. I know it was miso. I don't know, but let's put some broth in here. Mix that up. I'm gonna put my kale in. It's washed and rinsed. Can I? I think so. So this is how it's looking right now. Like I said, nothing crazy. This is super simple because it's late and I need food and I didn't go out to get anything. So this is what we have and this is what we're working with. But you know, you can, like I said, look at the list of staples that I have, because having certain staples in the house that is not expensive, that you have all the time. And of course, the staples make it something that you like to eat. Like if you don't like kale, there's no point of keeping kale in your house, you know, because you're never going to eat it. Yeah, so make it something that you like, but keep staples in your house that you can do this whenever you need to, when you don't feel like making something, or you don't want to spend a lot of time cooking, but you want something good, still flavorful. If you don't like noodles, obviously don't do noodles. If you just whatever you like, I would say keep it like your base. Like if you like rice, although rice I find can take a lot to make, but it's a good side if you're having, you know, and obviously you can, instead of doing white rice, you can do brown rice for healthier options, or you can do other grains, like pilaf or quinoa or whatever you prefer. Just always, I think, have a base to have so that you can do something in a pinch that is still healthy, that is quick, that is nutritious. I'm trying to break up the gochujang chunks in here. But yeah, fresh fruits, they have this cocktail. So coconut lemonade is a big thing there. And they were at almost a lot of restaurants, really good, refreshing but creamy. I think I want a little bit more maple, a little bit more sweetness. The gochujang flavor is strong. And I think because the soup base, I'm forgetting I'm making only for one. I'm making all the sauce like it's for a lot of people. Like I'm making a huge dish. It's down a bit. So I have the kale that has wilted. Now I'm going to put the noodles in and the sauce in. And this is just the order I do it in. It's not necessarily the right or wrong way. As far as just how I do it, how my brain works to do it. So noodles in. I'll put some of the broth in here. Mm-hmm. Just a little bit of broth to cook the noodles with. I'll let that cover for a bit to soften up the noodles. So yeah, keep a base so that you are able to have, quick meals whenever you need to. Have the staples that you want. Oh, what's that? I lost my train of thought, I'll be honest. But we're almost done. Once the noodles go, get softened. And breaks up a little bit. I'm going to add the sauce now. Some of the sauce. So this is what I do a lot of times when I'm just cooking for myself. And I don't really want to spend too much time. I just go with what I feel for. And noodles is always a good choice for me. Because you can do it with soup. You can do it with like a stir fry. There's so many different flavors you can do with noodles, with just very simple ingredients. You can just do a lot with noodles. So I like to have that. And it's a good meal. So it's almost broken up. I'm going to I honestly think I put too much sauce. So I'm not going to add all of it, but I'm going to add some. Most of it, I would say. And then I'll taste it and see if it needs more. Show you as it's mixing. It smells great. Pretty much done. Like I said, I just need to taste it, and then I am ready to eat. Mm. Mm-hmm. The noodles need to cook a little bit more, and I'm going to add a little bit more sauce. I'm a saucy girl. I really am a saucy girl, though. Like, you know, some people like their rice dry. Soak mine with sauce. You can drench mine with sauce. Sauce and rice. Oh, there she goes. Sauce and rice is a great combination, especially when the sauce is really, really flavorful. Oh my God. I will literally just have rice that soaks up all that delicious sauce. Anyways, I am gonna go eat because this is all finished. It took, I don't know what time it started, but I think it took like 20 minutes. You don't really have to chop up anything. The onions and garlic was something I added that I wanted to, but it's not necessary. Just gives it a little bit more flavors. And I'm going to plate this up and then I'm going to eat. So you guys enjoy. Let me know if you try this one or any other recipes, or if there's anything that you want to see me create, make. I'm going to be posting some past pictures of some past food that I made, and you guys can go ahead and select which ones you want me to do and show you how to make. So I'm going to go eat. You guys have a great night. And again, thank you for joining me tonight. And please hit the like button and subscribe. And you'll see a lot more creative, plant-based, simple dishes from me.